Oh, let me see. Maybe I could do it like this. All right. Okay. Get myself together here. Do. Oh, wait, let's take a look at this real quick. Let's look at this 2179. Still ain't quite there yet. Still ain't quite there, but I'm gonna see what info I get from this. It's giving some good information, actually. This 2179 is giving some good information. Man, oh man, we're getting close. All right, cool. So we set it off getting close. Yeah, that's looking all right. All right, that's some good info right there. All right, so the transition is real. Looks like we're still in transition, just a smidget, but we are, or I should say we have been transitioning for a while now, because I've been looking at the charts for about an hour, and like an hour, hour and a half. And I'm seeing now that we are pretty much right there where we need to be. There was a slight level of instability just now. That's why I had to wait to see what that finished like. But the finish was nice. And you can also see that there's a level of stability that is now currently present. So that's a good thing. That is a beautiful thing, in fact. All right, let me mute this. Yeah, the audio is good. All right, cool. All right, what's up, Doc? What's up, Buddha? Is this giving a reflection? All right. YouTube Buddha, what's good? All right, so let me get myself situated. All right, Bonnie was asking me about going live, so here I am, Bonnie. Finally made it. Mrs. Fuller holding me up as usual. Okay, so we good there. Okay, so we're good. We're good. We're good. All right, I need to throw it in the groups real quick, and then we'll be good to go. Don't we have we have an MRMH from earlier, don't we? Didn't we have one earlier for the pound? I think we had one this morning. I think so. I believe so. I forgot. I forgot that we had one, what I mean. All right, so that's good to know. There's my trusted alarm. All right, so everything seems to be working properly. Bonnie. Oh, you got the same lamp, huh? Yeah, that's a classic right there. Yeah, my mother-in-law, she got good taste. I must say, she does. She gave that. She passed that right along to my wife. My wife has a lot of good taste, definitely, with designing and decorating and all of that type of stuff. Fellas be simple. We just be like, all right, just whatever you want. Don't really say much. Do not really say much. Yeah, I've been in I kind of been in the indoor setting as of late. Let me see it. Seems like the lighting is a little better right there. Yeah, I think it is better right there. All right, cool. Yeah, because she's outside running around, and I'm like, well, you can go run around. I'll be right in here. Wherever she's not is where I'll be. Put it like that. Yeah, but I'll be back in the car soon enough, I'm sure. Yep, soon enough. Yeah, the car's like the sanctuary, so I agree. Yep, I miss it. But I will be back. Best believe it. What's up, Chris? And knowing her, she'll be coming shortly, just because I came on. She actually was supposed to come and then leave. So I waited for her to come to get these kids up out of here. But I had to sit the kids down so that they be quiet while I just come on live, so I wouldn't be interrupted. And plus, I'm in my zone right now, like observing the market. So I don't like disturbances when I'm doing that. This is one of the reasons why I be in the car. So I really don't have any disturbances whatsoever, and I can focus on what I'm doing. You know. Yep, it was that was a smart move that I did way back when. I made the car the office, the mobile office. me see. What was I about to do? Oh, the other joint. Okay. What's cracking, Don? What's up, Gorilla? Yeah, definitely. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Don said, I feel like when you trade for a living, it's similar to learning to survive in the jungle. The lion is hunting the gazelle. The gazelle job is to run in fear. That's the majority of traders' victims mindset. Wow. He started off with a mic drop. That is a very good description. He said most traders are the gazelle. Damn. And it's so funny because that, you know, when you think about it like that, if you think about it, it's like, yeah, there's only one lion. It's a lot of gazelles, right? That's another way that I kind of see that, you know? This 2181 is telling us some more good information. Some more good info, good info right there. Yeah. All right. So I think that kind of solidifies what we saw a moment ago as far as seeing stability present. So that looked good. Yep. Mick, what's happening? Mick said, TA on the vibe, tuning in to the best news channel around. Let's get it, shouty. Let's get it, shouty. Kyle, what's happening? I like that. Mark the spark. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Spark a light. I hate when I was just about to do something and forgot what it was. I hate when I do that. Oh, okay. This is what I want to do right here. Boom. And I need to do that one more again. Or actually two more. Oh, I wanted to give a shout out to Traders Karma Club. They always show love to Team Alliance. Got an invitation to come into that group a while back, you know, just to put content and share content from TA within the group. I actually got invitations from a few different groups. So just wanted to shout those folks out because they definitely always show love. You know, they are a group that provides information, education, and just good, you know, good info for people who trade. So as a result of content, I think that I think it was Jaja. She saw my content on YouTube and then she invited me to come over into the group. So been in there for quite a while now. So just wanted to show gratitude and appreciation for that. Yep, it's all love. All right. So we got another couple of minutes before that one. All right, cool. Let me see. Doc said the way you change from being a victim to a lion is to train and study, period. If you do not train, you cannot win the fight. Facts. That is a fact. J. Carly lurking in the comments, as usual. Okay. This one right here look like it's out of position. Yeah, slightly out of position. Slightly out of position. Gorilla's asking, what pairs are your go-to pairs when jumping onto NADEX? For me, it's only one. It's only going to be the pound dollar. And the pound is the market that I've always traded since I've been in Forex. So that's the one I still stick to now. Mick said, can you elaborate on a partial fill? Partial fill is just simply when you place an order for X amount of contracts, and instead of getting filled for the amount of contracts that your order is for, the availability of pricing for the option that you want to trade based on the pricing that you have a limit for may or may not be there in full, and it might be priced out of the range of where you want pricing to be for your order. And if that happens, then you'll see that the order will only be filled for the amount of contracts that are available either at your price or at a better price than your price. So then you'll see a partial fill. That's basically how that goes. Yep, that is basically how that goes. Don, simplicity is the key to brilliance. Yes, it is. Yes, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Most people successful at anything have figured out something that works, and all they do is rinse and repeat it. They don't try to change it or switch it up or try other things instead of that. It's kind of like how if you know that something works, you don't stop what you know works and then try to look for something else. It's like you can look for other stuff, but you never stop rinsing and repeating what does work. You never stop that. Hey. Yep, you never stop that. You just rinse and repeat what you know works. We as humans overcomplicate stuff because we believe it's so complex. That's very true. That is very true. I think that people have a difficult time believing that something is as simple as it is. So for that reason, they'll usually sabotage themselves by complicating something that is simple already for them to do. You know, instead of just allowing it to be what it is, they want to complicate it, they want to overthink it, And these are human tendencies. So it's not even like it's something that just exists within our space for trading. That's just people, And the one thing that I have found that people have the most difficult time with is dealing with the elements of themselves that they have to learn to control and to take authority over. It's kind of like knowing that you're the boss of yourself, but the self that you're dealing with has its own energy and power, and it's almost like it's another person. So you're literally dealing with yourself, and the way that it looks is like you're dealing with something that you can't control. Like, you ever hear people say, man, I don't know why it's so hard for me to, and then they'll finish the sentence with whatever, they're having the difficulty with. Man, I don't know why it's so hard for me to get, to develop patience. I just don't understand. And it's like, because you're dealing with the levels of yourself and the layers of yourself that make up who you are. So it's not supposed to be easy to deal with. You got to think about, up to now, you have been how you've been for years. Like, it's not like you're coming into some new information and you want to change how you are as a person and you snap your fingers to do it. You literally now have to deal with a whole nother person that you're trying not to be anymore. So it's like you learning how to deal with a person that you don't want to be no more. And you're learning how to do it from the perspective of the person that you want to become, right? So it's just like how that if you have terrible habits, in order for you to break the habit, you got to stop that. You have to stop doing the things that have created those habits to begin with. That's hard. That's hard for you to do. That's difficult because you almost don't even know anything else other than that because you've been doing it for so long. It's just like somebody that's a doubting Thomas, somebody that just don't believe nothing. They just, I've been disappointed so many times. I didn't want to get my hopes up high. And it's like, well, that's why you keep getting disappointed. Listen to what you just said. You don't want to get your hopes up high. That's already the wrong energy to have. And that energy is strong energy. It's energy that you just put on yourself. So now your mind has nothing else to work with other than the energy that you gave to it. Guess what's going to happen? You're still going to have the same difficulty that you've always had. Oh, I knew it, man. I knew it. Listen to what you're saying. You knew it. So you already were defeated before you started. And that right there transcends all levels of, things that we do in life. It really becomes obvious, though, as a result of what we do with the market. That's why, I really enjoy studying the market, because your study and observation of the market is really a really detailed, in-depth study and observation of human behavior. When you actually just sit down and look at how the market behaves, that's how people are. We're the same way. We have moments. There's moments where we just look retarded. There's moments where we settle down and it looks organized. It's like, oh, there's stability here. I like that. Organization. Everything in its place where it should be, like a puzzle coming together. This is how the market be looking. But the market doesn't always look like that. The same way that the market doesn't always look retarded. You see, so it's a reflection of human behavior. That's how people are. That's how you are. Moods. You got mood swings. What that sound like? Come on, man. That's the market all day. That's the market all day long. Yep. Don said the subconscious mind, very powerful. The emotions take over all the time. All the time. Buddha said, as you increase contracts, how did you block size out of mind and continue to do what you do when trading with one contract? Did you trick your mind? I didn't have to trick my mind at that point. I tricked my mind earlier than that. That's an excellent question, Buddha. Like, that's an awesome question, because you got to trick your mind way before that, I believe. I believe that you have to trick your mind when you're at one contract. You have to learn how to remove the emotion from the process and the execution. In other words, you remember that slogan back in the day for Nike? What was the slogan? Just do it, right? Now, think about that for a moment. You know how powerful that statement is? Just do it is crazy, because just do it means don't think about it. It means don't put so much energy into the thought process. Don't focus on what it is that you're doing. In other words, the execution. Just do it. So that's how you trick your subconscious mind into shifting the pattern that you have, probably already created, that you have in existence, where you got to think through everything. You got to process all of your emotional and, you thinking it through. Oh, let me do my research. It's like you're doing all of this extra thinking and worrying about the process, instead of when you have a clear cut process to execute, just execute the process and don't ask nothing. Don't even think about it. That's the process that we're dealing with as far as what we're training to do, what we're training to become. We're kind of training to become almost like robotic with the execution. And I don't mean like robotic from the perspective of, you don't think and you ain't got no emotional reaction to anything. We're talking about just not tapping into that aspect of yourself while you're in execution mode. You understand? Like our training conditions us to move away from being emotional when it comes to execution. That's what we're doing. It's not that we don't have no feelings about anything or we don't care about nothing in life. It's not that. It's that you can't have emotional distraction when it comes to your execution process. Your execution process has to be Nike. Just do it. That has to be your execution process. It can't be, I want to do it, but I'm kind of nervous, man. Damn, I'm at 20 contracts. I don't know if I could do it. Man, I won 10 in a row. I don't know if I could do it, man. I'm nervous about this one. You overthinking the process, and in the process of that, you're bypassing the process altogether. You understand? So you don't want to bypass the process of execution with your emotional nonsense. So you don't let your emotional stuff get in the way at all. Like, you leave the emotion completely separate from everything that you're doing. Is this, this got the Wi-Fi, all right, cool. Yeah, so this should be a good internet connection. But yeah, that's a good question. That was a good question that Buddha brought up about tricking your mind. That was hard. Don said, you have to reframe your mind and focus on the process that got you to the dance. I didn't even read that until just now. He said, no easy answer. That's it. What's up, D-Mac? D-Mac says simplicity is the prerequisite for reliability. Ooh. That's a mic drop. Simplicity is the prerequisite for reliability. Buddha said, just do it. It's hard to not think. It is hard to not think, but that's what's required of you in order for you to elevate. That's it. That's the key. Bonnie, I've been trying to trick my mind now that every trade I take, even if it's one contract, is as big as if it was 50 contracts. Now, that is beautiful. And what that does is allow you to open the door to reverse it. So now, look, listen to what Bonnie just said just now. That's hard because when you take that thinking, you start from the bottom and go up. So now in your thinking, you went up in your head. So to you now, you're treating one like it's 50, right? So now when you really get to 50, you'll be treating 50 like it's one. You see how you reverse engineer the whole process until it's just this. It's the same. It's this. It's one thing. Even though it's this, it's still one thing that you're doing. In other words, it don't matter if you up here or down here. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same. It's one energy that you're using, which has nothing to do with your emotions. It's execution. This. It's just doing it. That's why you don't have an emotional reaction to the number. That's hard right there. Damn. She said, but it hasn't been easy. It's hard to check my stubborn mind. Of course it is. It ain't easy because it ain't supposed. Why would it be easy for us if it's something that's going to bring us to another level? You can't get to the next level without the challenge. Gotta be hard. Gotta be hard. D-Max said, we're dying from overthinking. We are slowly killing ourselves by thinking about everything. Think. You can never trust the human mind anyway. It's a death trap. Whoa. And for the record, he's talking about the lower levels of our mind. Holly said, hour of bliss. Yes, it is. Ernest said, here's the thing. You have to treat training as part of life. That way, trading becomes part of everyday life. Once you get that in you, you won't have to think. All right. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta relax. Don, any master builder focused on the process, they are so detailed in their structure from the blueprint to the foundation, they're not even thinking about the empire because they know that happens naturally. Yes. The empire is not even in the thought process. The empire is just simply the result. That's hard. Mick said, when you know what you're looking for, you can stop looking. What you doing over there? Okay, you gonna warm it up? What do you mean? Or you gonna eat it out the box? I'm gonna eat it out the box. Yeah, you gonna warm it up or you gonna eat it just like that? I'm gonna warm it up. Okay. I know, I figured that. That's why I asked you. Ranker, where to find your stats on my FX book? Where can I find proof that you can trade? My FX book is for regular Forex trading. We trade on the NADEX platform. And there's plenty of like video proof that's out there if you want to look to see what it looks like to trade on the platform and whether I can trade or not. Let me see. Buddha, where you at, Mark Hotel? Yes, sir. I'm at the resort right now. Holly says she just saw a snake in the yard. All right, Holly. A red racer snake. Ernest said you can only fight the way that you practice. If there is no training, there's no fight in you. Ooh. Body blow. He giving out body blows today. Damn. Look at this 3179 right here. Why did it do that? All right, it did a couple of things I didn't like. First of all, it had a speed burst. Second of all, it had a little funky looking little movement there. So I'm gonna next that one. That's next. That was a little funny looking right there. I don't like that. Oh, goodness. Sorry about that. What's up, Stacy? D-Mac said, here's a quote I live by: more smiling, less worrying, more compassion, less judgment, more blessed, less stressed, more love, less hate. That's hard. I like that. Look how simple it is. More smiling, less worrying. Come on, man. Joshua said it's exciting to begin seeing the binary nature of the market. Still got a ways to go, but it's beginning to look like a bunch of O's and ones based on stability. Bingo. You right there on the cusp of it, Joshua. That's why you had the little the run-in with the challenges that you've been going through as of late. That's a part of the process. It's part of the growth process. But look at how you working your way through the process. Like instead of displaying weakness, you training more. You studying more. That's why it's coming to you. Exactly what you just described. That's the equivalent of what it looks like, I guess, to Neo in the Matrix. Remember when he had the moment he started looking at the code? And he doesn't see numbers no more. He sees the world. But the code is what everybody else sees. Everybody else just sees numbers, O's and ones. Gorilla said, where'd you find your zen? I want to be laid back like that. It's right in you, man. It is right within you. D-Mac said, yes, it's simple. I'm a mental health counselor. Nice. It's so funny because D-Mac he's a mental health counselor. I think Hassan does something also with mental health. And it's so interesting to me that these guys confirm everything that we talk about here. Everything. Like they give the confirmation of the stuff that we talk about. And mind you, we talking about these things from the perspective of the market. But it goes to show you that these principles transcend the market, and the market transcends life, and life transcends the market. So it's all one and the same. It's crazy. Oh man, it's crazy. What's happening, Yusuf? Oh, you okay? Nice. He said he's a postman in the city. So you're an important guy. You deliver people's mail. You gotta make sure their mail will get there on time, huh? As said, the way you trade is a mirror of your why. The way you trade also reinforces your why. Spending time with training is spending time honing your focus, patience, and overall discipline. You move from doing your why to embodying your why. You have to be your why. You have to be your why. Ernest said that's because the market is a living entity. Think about it. Yes, it is. Buddha said, Mark is so chill. I need the refrigerator he sits in. I know, right? Like I'm in an ice box. Oh, man. This 2181 is out of position. And it's also out of sync. All right, next step one. Next. Dimitri said the vibe is real. I mentioned earlier that Walker's seen the matrix code in the group. It's crazy, man. That's crazy. And here we are talking about it once again. Oh man, how am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to do that? Let me try to figure that out. Jude, you see my wallet over there? Look over there on the box on the floor. The clear box. Look by the clear box. Look. Matter of fact, no. Look right here on the desk.
Oh, I see it.
You see it there? All right. Careful. Don't fall in them shoes. Thank you. Maybe I already got it on here. Hold up. Mick said, I told you our elevation is AI. Don said, there's never a quick fix for what looks superhuman to most. It's years of craft development that never stops. Don said, like Michael Jordan said, I listened, but I never stopped trying to get better. Dimitri, we are all being unplugged from the matrix with your nuggets. I agree. Yep. And it's like one day at a time, one live stream at a time, one training at a time. It's crazy, man. Crazy, man. I'm liking how the market is looking right now. We're going to see in another minute or so if this presents us with anything. But right now there's a level of stability that is present. And of course we need that in conjunction with a couple of other things. And if we get those things, then we will have a potential setup. And that's how it goes. It looks like it might be wanting to change position or not. All right, so it's not quite there yet. Yeah, it's not quite there yet. It actually just changed position. And now it's out of position for any potential opportunity, which is cool. But the stability hopefully still remains, and we may see something manifest here momentarily. Don, Buddha, the nuggets of knowledge will get beat into you, maybe give you a black eye, but it will make you better. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how this works, man. It's amazing. Holly said, when I'm talking to folks at work who have retired with 500 Social Security to live on, it motivates me to see that I mastered this. Damn. That's crazy, man. And very true. It's very true. That's very sad and true. And the more that you think about it, you're like, man, you know, you're gonna be old one day like that, you know. And you gotta kind of just think about what are you going to be doing at that time, by that time? What have you done prior to that to put yourself in position by the time you get to that age? It's a lot to think about, man. Yep, definitely is. Ernest, you cannot understand the art you are studying if you only look for the end result without taking the time to delve deeply into the reasoning of the study. Study the market, my friends. Yusuf, Muslim, but I'm not a terrorist. Okay. I'm glad, Yusuf. I'm glad. I love you all. Anything but you are, any religion, you are all my brother. Yes. Yes. See, you see, this is something else that's very interesting too. You see how everybody recognizes the vibration that we're on? Like, that's just totally random what he just said. Why would you say that here? Right? Trying to tell y'all, man. The vibration is real. Mr. Gorilla, did you trade during the recession? Which one? 2008? The one before that? The one in the 90s? Which one? 2008? Yeah, hell yeah. 2008, I made plenty of money in Forex. There was a lot of money to be made during that time, actually. Depending on what you were doing, of course. That's how it always goes. 5, 8, 6, 4. You may get that croissant yet? You got it?
Yeah. I need help.
You need help opening it?
No.
You open it on the side.
Look what happened.
What you do, break it up? You broke it all up? What's that?
I tried to split it in half, but this happened.
So what you gonna do with it now? You gonna warm it up? Or you gonna just eat it like that?
Trying to put ham and cheese in it.
You over there making it, you Come on. I didn't know you was doing all of that. You straight making a sandwich. I thought you just was toasting a croissant. My daughter's hilarious. She's just like her mother. You turn a snack into a meal real quick. With no shame. There's no shame in your game, huh?
Can you help me take the ham out?
No, I cannot help you make no sandwich. What do you need help with?
Take the ham out.
No. That's making the sandwich.
I'm not making this.
That's not help. Yo.
Help me? Take the ham out?
No. She got mad at me. Oh, my daughter's hilarious.
Can you warm up a plastic plate?
Hmm?
Can you warm up plastic plate?
Yeah, but use the paper plate.
No, I am using a paper plate.
So what plastic plate you talking about?
This type.
No, don't use any other plate other than the paper one.
Can you warm up a paper plate?
You can warm up a paper plate, yes. Where are you putting it?
Huh?
Where are you putting it? The plate,
And
not the toaster oven.
no, I need it in the microwave.
Okay, yes, you can use it in there. This 2181 it's out of sync. Out of sync. Boo said if you sold those chill pills, you'd make so much. Ernest said these chats ain't just about macaroons. Nuggets get dropped as well. Oh man. Jermaine, listen to training while I sleep. I feel it downloading in my brain when I wake up. Yes, sir. Matthew, calm is where it's at. All day. J. Carly, glad little sister ain't in this combo. No, Yusuf. Nah, I don't show my kids on social media. I don't like that. Nope, I don't like that. My drawings haven't worked in days on NADEX. When you say your drawings, what do you mean? The charts? Oh, the rectangle? On live or demo? Sound like something that you might have did. And when you say it don't work, what do you mean by that? It's just an option at the bottom. If you open up a chart and you click on the chart, the options open up. So when you go to drawings, you'll be able to select rectangle. I'm not sure how it couldn't work. Hmm? And would you please take off them shoes? Why are you walking around with high heel shoes on? Why? I know that you want to, but why? You're bored? Okay.
Yeah, but
That's a good answer.
I can't open this and I don't know what number.
You can open it. Just pull the handle. Give it some oomph. Pull it.
I feel like I'm
If you can't pull it, you can't eat. I bet you're gonna pull it now. There it is. There it is. Motivation.
Daddy,
Yes.
what's this inside?
The plastic thing
Yeah.
is just that by itself.
Yeah.
Just take that out. That goes on top of the plate.
Goes on top of it.
Yeah, so the food doesn't splash in the microwave, huh?
Put it on top of it.
No. Put the plate in and then put that on top of the plate. And what are you warming up? What's on there?
Ham and cheese.
What kind of cheese?
Mozzarella.
Oh, you doing that to melt it? Okay. Go ahead. Put the top on top of that. And then when you close the door, push where it says 30.
Push for
It says plus 30.
plus 30.
Yeah, just look to the right towards the bottom. Close it. Push where it says plus 30.
What is plus 37? There?
Yeah, press it. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I missed this 2181 just now. I didn't see what that did.
It's almost finished.
It's gonna finish by itself. It's gonna beep. How many seconds is it showing?
4.
Okay, it's about to stop. There you go. NADEX closed on Labor Day but opens on Monday. When is Labor Day?
I can't take it off.
Huh? Yes, you can. Stop saying that you can't do stuff. If you want to eat, you're going to do it.
Whatever.
I know. Next Monday. Yeah, the holidays be funny, like, right. Exactly. I don't even know. It be weird sometimes. Sometimes the market, depending on the holiday, like if the holiday falls on a Monday, sometimes the market will open up Sunday, close Monday, and then reopen up Tuesday night. It's weird. I don't know. We gotta look at it. We always figure it out by if we log in and the platform is not working, we know that the market is closed. That's usually how I find out. Yeah, Kyle, I'm not sure what he said. It does give me the curse of the drawer. When you click on the chart, it should open up the options at the bottom, and you should have drawings as an option. And then when you click on drawings on the left side, you'll see. Right, click on drawings, and then on the left side you'll see the options. You got to scroll through that to get to rectangle. On the left side, you got to click it and pull it. Okay, so it's something that you're not doing. But when you say it doesn't work, what's not working? You might have to close. He said it's not me. Close the chart and then reopen a new chart and see if that works. Like keep doing stuff until it works. So log out, log back in. And if you say that you did that, I'm gonna tell you to log off. I'm gonna tell you to log off completely. I'm gonna just keep telling you to do stuff. Cause I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So NADEX will probably reopen at 6 o'clock on Labor Day. So, okay. So this is how that usually goes. If it's Labor Day as the holiday, which is a Monday, Sunday market might be closed. So it'll be closed Sunday and then Monday. And then Monday night it opens. On Monday night. It could do that. It might do that. But we'll find out. Buddha said, I'm 2-0 today, but my heart still beats fast every time trying to tame it. Every time that you take a trade, you still got the butterflies. I mean, that's natural, but you still got butterflies when you're clicking into the trade. It's because you still have a level of fear with the expectation of the trade. And that's what you have to deal with. It's not even as much as trying to tame your emotions. It's literally getting yourself to the point where you don't involve your emotions at all. Like emotionless is more so where you're trying to get to, because you can't control your emotions. Always one. Always one. Goodbye, my man. Goodbye. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Always one. Oh, I need to reset this timer again. All right, so I'll reset that. Jelani said with his, he got to double click it, then drag it from the rectangle. So try that, Kyle. Gorilla said, my heartbeat does the same thing. Big said, not trying to be funny, but try working on your breathing level. That's sound advice. Winston said, needs to clean your cache. Buddha said, Mick, good advice. I do think that, but I end up holding my breath until the time ends. Now that's real right there. That's real. You mess around, hold your breath and pass out. Yeah, or try what Joshua was saying. Get up and just go away from the computer as soon as you click in. Yes, and look, now Winston got the best advice so far. Emotional trading means you should not be live yet. And I know that's hard, but he's right. Oh, let me go back. Matthew said something too. He said, relax entirely before even getting to the point of seeing a trade. Butterflies happen for the unknown. Pull the trigger in the know. Buddha trying to end the live stream. Pull the trigger in the know. Come on. Mick said, just breathe your nose out your mouth until it becomes natural when you first log on. During trading especially. Yeah, you ain't missed nothing, Joshua. Now you in the kitchen? What you hunting for? Y'all are funny. Yeah, definitely. Once you said I busted him up. Oh, excuse me. Once you said need to elevate his game, and he's almost there. Yep, work in progress. I know you, I don't want nothing to do with that. Why would you do this? How'd you even do that? You're gonna get in trouble. Grandma gonna yell at you for that. I can't help you, bro. What you want me to do with this? I can't do nothing with this. Listen. And this the heavy duty one too? That's a beatdown, bro. That's an official grandma beatdown right there. Here, just rip this off. There you go. That's the best I could do. I don't know why you can't rip foil still. Why? You 12. You should learn. You should know how to rip foil by now.
I do.
No, you don't. You mess up the foil every time you open the box. Every time.
No, I don't.
All right. Holly said it's like expecting the light to come on when you flick the switch. Yep. Buddha said, Matthew, it may seem contradictory, but I feel I'm relaxing more. But I think when it gets close, the heart starts pumping. I think it's because the size is increasing. One good thing to do is to stop looking at the size. Train your eyes not to even look at that part of the ticket. Focus on the market. Focus on what you're looking at, the environment and everything. Matthew said, so is it the excitement of the trade that gets you juiced up? Good question. That's a very good question. Very good question. Mick said paper trading will tame that juice. It surely will help. Winston, I don't think so. I think you lack discipline from controlling your emotions. He said, I'm going to take a break. No excitement, just anxiety on the size. In the very beginning of the live stream today, did you hear what Holly said? Like scroll up in the comments. And as a matter of fact, I would rewatch this because no, not Holly, excuse me. I'm sorry. It was Bonnie. I apologize. Bonnie was talking about this. About the size. And a nugget came out of that. Yeah, it was Bonnie. Yep. That nugget was hard. That nugget was for you. Yep. That nugget definitely was for you. Ernest, well-executed trades are boring as F, Y, this. No fear, no hesitation, no surprise, no doubt. I remember I used to talk about that a lot, about how making money, like, it's boring. And it is. But the excitement, you get excited when you go to the bank, though. It's just like how you celebrate after the win. Yep, celebrate after the win. He said, I'm gonna sit on my refrigerator thinking of that in my Zen mode. Matthew said, try focusing on the process and not the result. Amen. Yep. Jay Carly said, our Buddha said the greatest thing in the history of ever. Buddha says, they say size don't matter, but on NADEX it does. Jay Carly, don't celebrate your wins. Right. Now we talking. See what Ernest said? He said, exciting like the NADEX message, your withdrawal has been processed. There we go. That's exciting. Everything leading up to that is boring. That's an exciting email to get. Yes, it is. Matthew said size really doesn't matter. It's still the same process. 100%. 100%. What's interesting is that within ourselves, there's levels that we have to deal with and overcome. Fear is one of the biggest things, because fear changes its face multiple times before you learn how to navigate through it. It looks like different things, but it's the same thing. Sometimes fear will take on the face of anxiety. Sometimes it'll take on the face of not knowing. The fear of not knowing is very, very scary to people, because the unknown is scary. Because you don't know, now you're afraid. Now that energy comes up because you don't know what the outcome of something is going to be. It's the unknown factor that makes you afraid and brings in that energy of fear. Now, if that's the case, you have to manipulate yourself. And the manipulation of yourself is like what we call tricking your mind. You have to manipulate your emotional self. So instead of being afraid of the unknown, you want to become very good at what you know. Oof. Damn. The live stream is over, man. I wanted to keep going, but I'm done. That one line right there gotta hit you. Instead of being afraid of the unknown, become good at what you know. Jeez. Damn. Mick said, celebrating patience. Ed, earning your keep is a humbling process. Winston said, Buddha C wants to hear how you manage this stress, and tame it to nothing. Bonnie said, I'm thinking that our human nature is like the market. In order to be consistently profitable, we need to become stable. Y'all cut it out. Thank you. Stable, consistent, and reliable, just like the market. Jermaine said, I wonder, could you get paid next day with the online banks that paid 2 days earlier? Probably not. Because it still goes through the ACH network. So that takes 2 days. Bonnie, our vibration needs to mirror that of the market. And when we both are stable, that's when we're profitable. Ooh. Wait. Our vibration needs to mirror that of the market. And when we both are stable, that's when we're profitable. Don, learn the instrument, plays the instrument, master the instrument, and forget all the other stuff around you. Simplicity. Ernest said, Jermaine, you can do NADEX wire transfer for 25. You'll get your money in 2 hours. Yes, you can. Yep, you sure can. And I don't ever be in no rush to get to the money anyway. It'll get there. You know, I'm cool with 2 days. I'll be all right. It actually helps you to continue with your patience. Buddha said, I'm trading live and increasing size as I go along, but I feel heart beating faster, so need to do some of the stuff you guys mentioned. Example, breathing. Indeed. Yep, indeed. It works. Everything we talk about is definitely effective. That is for sure. And relevant. Yes, sir. This 450 was out of position also. Overall, the market environment looks beautiful, actually. Environment is nice. Behavior's been pretty consistent. We had a few close ones, but not quite, because they were still transition into the stability that we currently have. Like, we have stability now, but it's just out of position at the moment. Buddha said, I just got carried on doing it and get used to the feelings. Yeah, Buddha, you know what it is too? It's just something you got to work through. You got to work through that, but I think that you would be better off working through that by not actually taking the trade. Instead of taking the trade in your live account, if anything, open up your demo, take that same trade in your demo account. Like, have them up side by side and just paper trade that way. So in other words, you take it in the demo account. You still got the live account up. So mentally, you're tricking your brain a little bit because your brain still sees the blue. You still see the live account. So I think that the heartbeat, that whole emotional thing will still be there, and you got to just navigate through it until you stop feeling that. Because remember, you're giving the emphasis to size. That is something that you're doing. And you got to stop it. But you got to figure out how to stop it. You're giving the emphasis to size for some reason. But I'm telling you, what Bonnie said earlier, and what the nugget that came afterwards is going to help you. So you kind of need to watch this live again. Watch the replay of this. Matthew, from my own experience, one of my expectations was always to win. There is no anxiety. The anxiety only came from the possibility of a loss. Bombs over Baghdad right there. Lord. Said the anxiety came from the possibility of the loss. That that one statement lets you know what you're doing. In essence, if you get an anxiety because you think that you could lose, you have to remove the could lose part, the what if part, which we talk about all the time. How do you remove that part? That's what you need to work on. Kyle, no, not to my knowledge. I'm not having that issue. I don't think anybody else is. So that sounds like you, but you got to just figure out why. Got to figure out why you're having that issue. Holly said, no emotion when executing trade, but afterwards my heart beats fast until the end. Oh, while you're in the trade, you mean? It's something that we just worked through. Remember, there's never a quick fix. So it's not like we're going to be able to tell you one thing to do, you just do that, and then it stops. What you're dealing with is you. So there are a number of variables, a number of things that are contributing to why you even are still experiencing that. And you're navigating through the process that's going to help you to relieve yourself. It's like you're looking for relief from that heart, that elevated heartbeat. All that is just your emotion. It's a reaction. You wouldn't even be able to do that if you were not reacting to something. This 2181 was almost it right there. That was almost it. See how this finishes up. It's bursting and doing stuff. All right, well, it's 4:55. I'm logging out. So this behavior and this environment more than likely will carry over to the next session anyway. So that's good. That is a good sign. For sure. For shizzle, my nizzle. Don said, Buddha, your financial thermostat has to be raised. That is why lottery winners lose most of their money, because their financial thermostat is very low. Wow. Okay, Kyle. Yeah, you'll figure it out, man. You gotta just keep messing around with it. You will figure it out. Shani said, Buddha C must be forcing his income phase. Might have to fall back a little bit. Ooh, that's hard. That's kind of ill right there. What Shani just said is ill. I agree. That could be where the fear is coming from. And the fear is turning into your heart beating fast in the moment. And why it has to do with size. That makes perfect sense. Let me repeat what Shani just said. He said that, Buddha, you could be forcing your income phase. That's deep right there. Digest that. Look at what Don said. Well, actually, Buddha said, Don, any ideas on raising the thermostat mentally? Don said you have to feel deserving of the big money. Visualization. Leave Google raising your financial thermostat. I'm not sure what he means by that. What you mean by that, Don? You said leave Google. What do you mean? Holly said, so thankful for TA as I couldn't do this alone. Listen, you ain't lying, Holly. Can you imagine trying to do all of this by yourself? Without all of this insight that's coming directly off of, the vibration that is going to help to elevate all of us? I can't even imagine that. That's a scary thought to me. Shani said maybe hitting it on the head. Well, actually, no. Buddha says Shani is hitting it on the head. I'm pushing it a bit. Need to relax and take it easy more. Yes. I think I think he did definitely nail it. I think Shani nailed it on that one. because that has a lot to do with it when you are now in the income phase, even though it should not. This is one of the reasons also why I stress and emphasize fine tuning your skill before you get to the income phase. I've said this time and time again about that. You want to elevate your skills in the beginning. It becomes difficult to navigate when you now are under the pressure of needing to generate income. You put an invisible pressure on yourself. You thinking about your bills, you thinking about stuff that you got to pay, right? And you're like, man, I need a trade. You have to cut that connection you have to completely sever that connection completely, so that you can just execute, and through the process of execution, your finances will automatically elevate above your bills. This is why I need to do that seminar. I really need to do that seminar, because this is the second time, and this is the second day in a row. We started talking about this yesterday. Seminar definitely got to come out of this. When you stop worrying about your bills, they get paid. That's hard. I can't even believe that I'm putting it like that. But that's what it is. As soon as you stop worrying, that's when they get paid, because now there's no emotional interruption and disruption to your process of execution. When your process stops getting interrupted by your emotions, you can work. Put it like that. Now you can work. And when you look at it like that, now you can tap into what we talk about as far as letting the market give you the trade, waiting on the market, not trying to force trades, being in cooperation with the market. Let the market give you the money. Wait for the market to give it up. Like, what do we mean by that? You begin to disregard the size of contracts. That becomes irrelevant. You begin to disregard the fear of the what if. That becomes irrelevant. You ain't thinking about what if, because you're executing what you know. So there is no fear of the unknown, because you actually do know. Jesus. There's no fear of the unknown because you actually do know. Come on, man. Ernest said, there's nothing outside of yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Okay, Don said, I meant to do a search on Google on raising your financial thermostat. Got you. This was a good live stream. This was mindset all day today. This was hard. But Buddha, you're gonna be all right though. But I'm telling you, the way that Shani broke that down in that one statement is gonna help you. It definitely is. That's gonna help. You gotta shift out of the fear because you in the income phase. You gotta do it. Holly said, I remember you saying on your videos, we're going to win this trade. And it had happened every time. There's no fear of the unknown because you're doing what you know. Jeez. Buddha said, thank you guys, working on getting through the feelings. You're going to get through it. You're going to get through it. And, you know, in actuality, Buddha, what you're doing is you're really distancing yourself from the feelings. Instead of you trying to fight yourself emotionally, remove yourself emotionally. I think that that's the best description that I can give you. Don't fight it, because you know what? You don't ever beat your emotions. You realize that. Listen to there's one word that describes what we do. Elevate. Think about that for a second. When a plane is in the air, when it runs into bad weather, what does it do? Y'all tell me what it does. When the plane is in bad weather and runs into turbulence, what does the plane do? What does the pilot do with the plane? Winston, increase altitude. What does that mean? Matthew, all the way up. Elevate the bird. Come on. You in the turbulence, you're not there trying to fight the turbulence. You're not going to stay in there fighting the bad weather. You got to go up. You have to overcome. I'm out.